Hi YouTube family, I'm coming to you today from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm here, as you can see, in front of the National Civil Rights Museum. It's an amazing place. I just finished a tour, took a few hours, and I saw some amazing historical sites and artifacts, learned some history, some things I knew, refreshed my memory, and then some things I didn't know. Let me take you and show you what's down here in Memphis. So, it's one of the streets here in historical Memphis, Tennessee. It's kind of a difficult day in some ways to see some of the things that have been talked about, but I'll tell you, if you have any interest in civil rights history and American history, especially as far as American blacks, there's my son. You wave to everybody, Andrew?
Hi, Mom.
If you care about humanity, this is the place you would really want to come check out. So, for those who haven't been here, this is my first time. This is the site of the Lorraine Motel, the infamous Lorraine Motel, which is where Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated on April 4th, 1968. And so for those who don't know, Dr. King was in town to support the sanitation workers. They were having a strike to protest wages, unfair wages. And Dr. King had been, of course, supporting a lot of different organizations and proper treatment and rights and wages for a number of different groups. And he came here to Memphis to support the sanitation workers, what they were doing. So here is another part of the National Civil Rights Museum. You can see right behind me there, that writing on the wall says National Civil Rights Museum. And walking across the street here, this is now an amazing, amazing place. So this behind me, see that wreath up there, that white wreath on the second floor balcony? That is the room number 308, where Dr. King was shot. You see that famous picture where everybody's pointing across the way? So they were pointing to that building, that red brick building behind me. And you see, you can actually go up into that building, that's part of the tour, and see the room where the person who was convicted for the crime, eventually James Earl Ray, allegedly shot through the window and murdered Dr. King. So there's the building up there, and you can go through this doorway here, and you end up going upstairs, and you can see all of it's a bathroom window actually where the shot was fired. I'll take you a little bit closer and show you some of what the actual motel room looks like. And the tour takes you in these doors here. There's a whole long history about slavery and unfair treatment of blacks in the country, education. It goes through all these different things. And you end up the darkened window there. See, no, that's where, right there. That's where you can walk through and see this room, 306 and 307. I think I said 308, 306 and 307, where Dr. King and some of his colleagues were staying. So these are some of the cars that were parked outside that day. And that corner balcony right there is actually where Dr. King was shot and fell down. Never recovered. Really moving. So it's a pretty somber and emotional experience to be here. Incredible part of history that's obviously very sad and something that's hard to recognize. Let's let these people take their picture. Let's go. I'm going to show you the Lorraine Motel sign. Now, I can tell you, just driving up here was kind of emotional. I got a little tense feeling because I knew we were going to come to this place. I didn't realize the Lorraine Motel had become part of the museum, but it has, and it is fascinating, it's moving, it's filled with all kinds of historical facts, artifacts, as I mentioned. It is absolutely well worth your trip to Memphis, wherever you may be coming from. We have been in Nashville for almost a week visiting my dad, and a friend said, hey, let's go to Memphis, you can check this out. And I'm so glad we did. So here, there's a sign, the Lorraine Motel. Sign. Oh, let me get that. I have a dream. Okay. So, Andrew, what did you think of the tour?
It was nice.
Yeah, did you feel like you learned anything?
Yeah.
Did you feel like it was a little bit sad at some points? Or?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty emotional. To think a man died here, was killed here. It's really sad. But this is the actual motel. So they said that after Dr. King was assassinated, not surprisingly,
It's a hotel.
well, it's a motel. Look at the sign. See, it says motel. They said after Dr. King was assassinated, not surprisingly, the business dropped off. Right? People didn't want to stay here because the country was in such mourning, and the owners of the hotel were going to close it. It was going to be like knocked down. I can't think of the construction word, but it was going to be knocked down. And instead, some people came and organized to purchase the property and make it into a national museum honoring civil rights and telling the history of a lot of what's happened to, in particular, African Americans from their time, being. They have actually some exhibits there about some of the people that were brought over to this country from Africa, one of whom was a prince. Well, more than one of whom, but a particular man was a prince. And once it was discovered who he was, there were petitions sent to people in this country saying, you've got to send this person back. He actually was returned and ended up living the rest of his life in Liberia. But there are many, many people, of course, who did not receive such good fortune and lived and died here. There's a lot of information there about the culture of slavery and how it absolutely funded the backbone of this country, the economy of this country. And it, even back in the 1800s, it was like a $31 billion, with a B, billion dollar industry in the money of those years. So, what can I tell you? It's an amazing day. Kind of, like I said, an emotional day. Just tough to be here and see some of this stuff, but I'm so glad we came. From Nashville, it's about a 2.5-hour drive. We ran into some traffic, so it took us a little bit longer. But it was absolutely well worth every moment. And I'll show you a sign again. Rain Hotel. Come on, you can say hi. Where is he? This is Julian. This is the man who made it happen. Thank you, Julian.
You're welcome.
Amazing day. So, yeah. All right, I'm gonna make it short today. Thanks for checking this out. And who knows where we'll pop up next? We'll be in Tennessee for a little bit longer. All right, coming to you again from the Lorraine Motel, National Civil Rights Museum. Do come check it out. It's worth your visit. It's worth your money. Bring your kids. Amazing. Have a great day. Send some love to people. We need it. Peace.